How would K go about robbing it? Hard mode, no derailing the train. Legendary mode, no killing anyone. Block the rail with some trees or a boulder. What are we robbing? The value, type, and weight of the target changes a lot of things. Fuck your rules. Derails the train. Name my organization the CIA. Derail the train, kill everybody, appropriate whatever material wealth hasn't been destroyed in the process, use the gains to fund fundamentalist guerrilla and or terror cells incompatible with civilization itself. It never happened. Deploy a green agenda that makes coal unavailable on international markets, or at least unaffordably expensive and illegal to export. That is clearly a steam locomotive, so it would grind to a halt. Next, convince the passengers to buy my crypto coin, having them give me their money willingly. Then rug pull them. I don't know if you can, man. The conductor might have some kind of supernatural shit up his sleeve. The whole thing seems like kind of a Christmas Carol meets Room 1408. Rob it? I'm going to have sex with the running gears. I'll probably get my dick ripped off when they throttle up to dislodge me, but I don't give a shit. Fuck the magic train. Grease the tracks on a remote uphill section. Force it to slow down by releasing cows on tracks. Board train and force engineers to dump steam and water and stop stoking fire. At that point, it's not going anywhere. Then rob passengers / take goods. Then ride off on horse. Cut telegraph lines as soon as train's in sight to prevent calls for help. Pick somewhere that's a few miles away from anywhere it's expected and you'll have a good head start. Finally, find a place to stash loot in the middle of nowhere and cover your tracks. Wait a year or so before trying to sell or fence the loot. It's a magic train run by Saint Nick, a literal saint. God has given him the power to bring cheer to children, and you want to try your hand at robbing his wards. You will be turned into a lump of coal before you even step outside. Just put one of these bad boys on the track around a sharp corner or on a bridge. I never got how these are supposed to destroy 1 million tons of steel instead of just being destroyed themselves. Basically, in judo, you use an opponent's momentum and weight against them. It's basically a ramp that sends the wheels up and off the rails. Ideally, they're supposed to be used in a controlled and deliberate fashion at low speeds. This helps prevent shock loading and all the fun that accompanies that. Will it derail a train at speed? Yes, but only once, and very messily. Hard mode, no derailing the train. Does suplexing it count as derailing? Spicy coal. Fentanyl in the air vents. I derail it, then kill everyone. Why would I rob a bunch of kids? I think the Bohemians have the answer to this riddle. I conscript the hobo to help me and crash the train with no survivors. I put a penny on the tracks. But why are you robbing it in the first place? What do a bunch of kids in PJs have of value? I report them to the FRA for operating a locomotive without a boiler certificate. The Polar Express is undead. At first I was going to argue, but you know, you might be onto something. Entire train consists of a bunch of creepy looking kids and Tom Hanks playing like 5 different characters. Pretty easily, I imagine. The CGI in this movie was really uncanny. Uncanny motion capture CGI was kinda Zemeckis' thing in the 2000s. I get hired as the conductor after the previous conductor disappeared under mysterious circumstances. Once we're way out in no man's land, I bring the train to a halt at a predetermined location where my buddies are waiting. Force all of the passengers off in the freezing cold as we take all valuables and belongings except clothes. Then we fuck off in our new magic train. Put a red flag on long uphill. Force engineers to dump water and roll into coaches. Bottle air and cut coaches away. Roll downhill. Throw valuables off in predetermined spot. Jump off and collect goodies later. Everyone on the train's unarmed. Not that hard, probably don't even need a real gun. Pump the vents full of vent. Fuck your rules.